Dial now or creep on over to acpenguin.com to explore financing and apply online. Again, that's acpenguin.com, because comfy homes are way better than haunted ones. License number CMC 1249384. We are right in the heart of the fall sports. Football, soccer, volleyball, or even that one guy trying to run a marathon after pumpkin spice season. But hey, rough tackles, tough plays, and weekend warrior moves can leave your back feeling more fumbled than your fantasy football lineup. That's where Dr. Paul Gardner steps in, your spinal MVP. With general chiropractic adjustments and a full playbook of therapeutic moves, he's got a way better game plan than what you're used to seeing on Saturdays. With the ability to order MRIs, CT scans, and so much more, you'll know what's wrong and be able to do something about it. Now, Dr. Paul Gardner isn't just any chiropractor. He's an athlete, a coach, and a father who knows what it takes to stay active and healthy all season long. So whether you're running the field, coaching the sidelines, or just trying to survive family game night, he's got your back. No reason to get benched this fall. Give a call to Dr. Paul Gardner and tackle your spinal health with a dedication and care that only a true pro can provide. Gardner Chiropractic, the playbook that'll keep you running up and down the field all season long. We all want to have fun, and with the sun, there are so many ways to do it here in North Central Florida. But the problem is that stuff is so expensive nowadays, and just to get enough stuff to get it going is going to cost you an arm and a leg, unless you head to Play It Again Sports. Golf clubs, baseball bats, exercise equipment, disc golf, pickleball paddles, water sports stuff, bikes, and lacrosse gear are just a fraction of the things in the store, and you can get them at a fraction of the price. There's no need to buy new, and they've got a heck of a crew ready to help you with whatever you need. So don't let outrageous costs stop you from enjoying the outside. Head on over to Play It Again Sports.
From the UF Weather Center, here is your WRUF weather update.
If you have plans for this evening, just bring a jacket with you because it's going to be cool as the sun sets. Temperatures going down as well. 38 degrees, the overnight low tonight. Wednesday, tomorrow, sunshine, 66 degrees. We'll carbon copy that for Thursday at 66. And partly cloudy, a little warmer for Friday, and a high temperature of 69 degrees. Not bad at all. From the WUFT Weather Center, I'm Chief Meteorologist Tim Miller.
The biggest names in Gator Nation appear here. WRUF.
All right, final few minutes here on a Tuesday edition of the Tailgate. Some comments from our YouTube Live, which is WRUF, home of the Gators. You can always check us out, subscribe, make sure you do that. Large Fry, and we were talking about Brian Johnson, wasn't he the one that got absolutely nailed in the head by a throw from the catcher? Not sure why I remember that, LOL. He was. That was the SEC tournament.
I remember that, yes.
He was just they were throwing it down to second, and he got nailed.
That was one of those that made Sports Center that night. I do
Did
remember
it?
that. Yep.
Oh, wow.
So I think I even maybe wrote a story or notebook lead about that. But, yeah, luckily he was okay. But
and I think it was Zanino that did it. That would have been
right.
His time to do it. And then Mortal Jim says, you can talk to Summerall just one time and become a fan. I talked to him once while he was at Troy, and he's been a fan ever since. So kind of like what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I don't get swooed by people instantly, but I just like the guy, man. Just like the guy.
And we were talking about DJ Lagway and NIL deals and all that. We don't know what the contracts are, long-term or annual, because they're all different. But then Art says hopefully he'll take a year off and go to Akron.
Art's kind of, he's good.
He's ready for him to go.
Yeah.
We're ready to go to Ryan to finish up the show. Ryan, what's up?
Hey, bud. Welcome back.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy Tuesday. Hey, I didn't get to chime in at all last week. Obviously listened to the press conference, and, you kind of wrapped it up that Monday, and then you hit the road. And but my first thought, and once it became evident that that's who we were hiring, I'm like, all right, I knew who he was. I'm going to kind of look into him a little bit. And he comes off to me as a lot like Will Muschamp with that defensive prowess and that intensity. And obviously I watched, the game on Friday night, and I kind of felt like, remember Terrell Owens that one time? He goes, that's my quarterback, man. And I'm watching it Friday night going, that's my coach, man. And I'm already, bought into the guy. But he made me think a lot about Will Muschamp. And hopefully now we've got a program sort of in place, the indoor facility, things that Muschamp didn't have, that I think he can be successful and build this thing and do what we thought we might get out of Will 10 years ago.
I think that's a pretty good comparison because, in my time around post-Urban, he's certainly the coach that reminds me most of Muschamp, and not just from their defensive background, but also personality, the fire. And I think with a lot of things you said, it's a totally different program, obviously, than when Muschamp was here. And he's going to have a ton more resources than he had at Tulane or Troy. And he's already made, to me, really good hires. Coming in and hiring the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator. So off to a good start. But, yeah, him and Will Muschamp, maybe he'll punch a whiteboard and go viral even before the viral. Yeah. Remember that Will Muschamp? Yeah, it was funny.
Yeah, you mentioned, Jeff, like I said, I was talking about the intensity, but then he mentioned in the press conference, the whole story about, hey, I was at the beach and I was kind of feeling sorry for myself and I'm into a bunch of beers thinking about my injury, and he's like, the dude called and said, you want to come back and, be a GA and whatever, and he's like, man, I was loaded up my truck, I was gone the next day. He's been sold out ever since. And so, you can tell coaching's just in his blood. But, Scott, what you just mentioned, too, what I like is the fact that he's only, 42, and I know Brad White and Faulkner, they're both 43, 44. It's like he got these sort of young, hungry dudes that are ready to come in. I just think the way he's building his staff and, like I said, the resources and things that we didn't have before. And I read that of a lot of the hires out there that were available that we were starting to look at, that he was maybe the best out there that's sort of like a Saban type that's going to come in and build a program, be a great coach, but also just be a great CEO. And he's got that hunger and desire. So I'm pretty pumped, man.
Yeah, hear more kind of opinions like yours, and that's good because he's the coach, and if you were going to support him, he's obviously going to try to win games, and we all know what this ends up being. You got to win games, right?
What
that's
it
the
is.
Bottom line, yeah. So.
Ryan, appreciate you, man. Thank you. Good hearing from you. Yep. We'll say goodbye to everybody else, not only Ryan. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you, man.
Good, always nice having you.
Yeah, let me know this rating spike tomorrow.
Yeah, get it.
Yeah.
Let you know the
I'm
numbers.
Sure a lot of them are out there waiting right now.
Read his stuff, FloridaGators.com. Scott Carter, so much great insight that not a lot of people can get. So always great stuff to have Scott come by, and hopefully great to talk about Florida whooping up on UConn tomorrow. But have a feeling Mr. Hurley is going to be a little pissed off from what happened last year. So we shall see.
Fun game tonight.
Yep, it will be. So stay up late. Enjoy it. We'll talk about it tomorrow. For Luis and his great producing abilities, Scott Carter, I'm Jeff Cardozo. Have a great night, everyone.
No one brings you the NFL like we do. WRUF.
You spoke, we listened. You wanted the easiest car buying experience ever. At Gatorland Toyota, we give you the easiest car buying experience ever. With Express Shopping, you can shop and buy your vehicle entirely from home. We'll even deliver your car to you. Want a customized Toyota? With our pre-order program, you can get the exact Toyota you want. And if you have a vehicle you'd like to trade or sell, we'll buy it whether you buy from us or not. Come experience how Gators got it at Gatorland Toyota today. Visit GatorlandToyota.com for the easiest car buying experience ever.
Hi, this is Dr. Art Mowry of Exceptional Dentistry. Listen to what our clients have to say about their experience at Exceptional Dentistry.
Probably one of the most important things I've done in my life. Oh, it's life-changing. It affects your every day of your everything in one day. Your self-esteem, your energy, your health, your ambition. You want to socialize.